Hello everybody, Logan here with another video. Today I have something pretty cool to show you. This is the new for 2021 Crazy Create Henry Hustle animatronic. I'm actually getting this video out a lot earlier than expected because I actually managed to fix mine. My last video talked about how mine's arm wasn't moving, and I actually just fixed it. Though it's a temporary fix, and I'm still having a new arm shipped to me, and I'll get into that a little later. This animatronic was actually teased a lot earlier in the season, but he looked a little different. There's this whole graveyard shift thing going on, and we had these blueprints, and there was Mr. Howell and Henry Hustle. And, I think Henry Hustle had, the most hype because, it was a clown, but it was unique because of the two heads, and they looked really cool, and the card theme, the outfit, which was changed, which I think was really the only significant change. Don't mind the noises. He had, a more, I don't know, old-timey clown outfit than this one. Not that I'm really complaining, because I like this one as well. But that was really the only significant change, but this still had a lot of hype behind it. So, this is a very interesting animatronic, and the concept behind it is really unique. So, it's a clown that does a card trick. He shows you this card that hides it behind this little deck of cards. And then this head pops up from underneath this head. So it looks like he's just a normal circus clown. It's a really clever kind of fake out. And it's a really good startle prop, honestly. And I mean, it looks really cool. It's a really cool prop. I really want to get in here and just look at the details. Let's start with the human head. It's like Henry's head, I guess. So they actually did kind of a human skin tone in the back. Then they did a traditional clown makeup over it with the white face paint. It's human eyes. Very happy kind of looking guy. He's got yellow teeth. He has red and black hair. He's got a little ruffle. Blue eyes, really nice makeup, very simplistic. Kind of gives me Ronald McDonald vibes. Does have skin pore texturing. Always nice to see that. Crazy Create does a really good job with detailing. Normally, this is no exception. Really nice paint job. And this is the monster head. Mine has a little dent in his nose. Also, this one is latex. This one is plastic. Kind of a different makeup design. Kind of has the arch. The other one it's not complete, but it's a really interesting design with the triangular shapes over the head, the black shape, the bags under the eyes. I like how the eyes aren't the same size either. They're asymmetrical, which is really interesting. Does have the red lipstick and not like this. Also, again, the lips are asymmetrical. The bottom lip is pointed, kind of elven ears almost. He has kind of normal human ears. This one's bald. Does not have any hair. Sharp yellow teeth. Has dead, beady eyes. Very kind of glassy. Almost very kind of ghoulish, very thinned out features. This one looks very undead and demonic. It looks like a demon, very ghoulish. This one, he's more kind of heavy set and kind of got a double chin going on. Really good detailing. Gosh, look at that. He's a heavy set guy. Double chin, got some dimples going on. And then they gave him kind of these old-timey gloves. Mine had issues in the mold, as you can see. with the bubbling. This one's a little worse. But he gave him gloves, as you can see, which is really nice. The clothing has spades and hearts to go with the card theme. The cards, too, look really dirty. I do like that skull and crossbones jester. This is Joker. The other side of these do say Joker on them as well. The shoes. Now, I know I have them switched. I did that on purpose, but they have spades on them. They're a little more detailed. As you can see. They did invert the pants and the shirt. It's shredded at the bottom. He has black ruffled accents. He's got one big ruffle here. He's got ruffles for all the heads. Yeah, detailing. This is a really well done animatronic. I like the little party hat too that he's got up there. Kind of a fun little like accessory. I do kind of wish they kept the spade and heart theme with that, but that's kind of a little nitpick. It'd be cool if they actually incorporated that in the makeup as well. At least with the human one, doesn't really matter with the demon. With the human, that'd be kind of cool to see as well. And actually, it'd be kind of cool to see them do this with Harriet too. I don't own Harriet, but Harriet was kind of the daughter of Henry, Harriet Hustle and Henry Hustle, and they're kind of like these bandit clowns. You know, and she swings. She's kind of like an acrobat. She got a knife in her mouth. It's a whole other prop I do plan on getting, but because I have her swinging cage from the ISC. But yeah, this is a really, really good prop. So, all right, we gotta kind of really get into this. This has to be addressed. There is an issue with pretty much every single Henry Hustle that you will ever find. This head will not pop up all the way. It will not. Now, when you first assembled him, this spring comes detached. You can stretch out that spring, or you can replace the spring. Unless you know what you are doing, I really wouldn't recommend doing that. I did stretch mine out, so his does pop up a little further. I also bent down this neck frame a little bit and kind of hit it with the ruffle. So this head's a lot more visible. So you can see it more, because before it would really kind of go up to like here. It would not pop up very far. Which sucks. That sculpt is really good. But that's a problem they all have. That head does not pop up all the way. That's a tongue twister. Pop up. It does not go up all the way. There was a Haunter I saw they swapped out this spring with a pop-up zombie. The head pops up super fast and all the way. And even he said, don't do this if you don't know what you're doing, because you'll probably damage yours or mess it up. Because once you get that spring in there, it is in there permanently. But that's really the only modification you really have to do with it. Let it run for a while too, and that might also help stretch out the spring naturally. Or leave it in the down position for a while. I don't really recommend doing that with jump scare props. Obviously, when you store them or disassemble them, leave them in this position to preserve them so they don't get worn out. But that might also help stretch out that spring a little bit. I stretched mine out good enough, but there is that to consider. He speaks a couple of phrases. The voice is pretty good. I also like the monster voice that he has. The jump scare audio, like the roaring he does, is really cool too. I kind of like that. I like the whole animatronic. This is one of the animatronics that my boss brought in from another store. I mentioned this in another video where we got our last shipment and we were a really high performing store, so we had to kind of get some help. And our district manager brought us some overstock, and we got Henry and Harriet. And I was originally just gonna get Harriet, and hopefully just wait for Henry to be at the sale. Well, Harriet sold when I got the money, and I didn't want to wait on Henry, so I just went ahead and got Henry. And that was a really smart choice, because by the time the sale came out, there was not a lot of animatronics left. And I do not regret this, because Henry is a incredible animatronic, and one I do really recommend purchasing, because you will probably never find another clown animatronic like this. I mean, this is a must-have clown. If you like clowns, you do a circus theme or freak show, get Henry Hustle. And Harriet. Harriet's cool too. I did hear she has a difficult setup. I never got one to set up in my store. By the time we got all these, we kind of hit the cutoff point, and we were not allowed to set up any more animatronics in our ISE. I hadn't touched her. This is my first time assembling Henry. When I got him, his assembly was I mean, it wasn't fun, especially screwing in this top head up here. That's not my least favorite part about Crazy Create in general, is you have to screw in parts, especially the heads, and it's kind of a pain in the butt. Unless you have a magnetic screwdriver. When I put him together, my screwdriver was not magnetic, so it was not fun. But yeah. Anyway, I'm going to plug him in real quick. This is also a special adapter, by the way. For Henry and Nightcrawler, it is 6 volt. I think it's like 6 volt, 3 amps or something. So basically, this is not an adapter you can really mix with other animatronics. It's especially for Henry and Nightcrawler, only because these do have such violent movement. Because last year, I believe there were issues with Nightcrawler that 6 volt, 2 amps was actually not enough for him. So they had to increase I think it was the amps. Yeah, because this was 6 volts. But that's kind of a warning. We don't normally get weird adapters, but this was that really rare instance. So you want to make sure you keep this adapter with him. Alright, here we go.
Time for a trick. Remember this car. It'll be the last thing you'll ever see.
So yeah, there's that. Also with mine, I didn't mention this, mine actually came broken. His arm wouldn't move. He had a messed up driver belt, which is like this little belt piece that goes in there that the motor moves, so it can move the whole arm. I just stuck a rubber band in mine. Don't do that.
It seems you've picked the card of death.
Only because it's a rubber band and it will dry rot fast.
Wanna play a hand?
When I kind
Stakes
of
are
get a little
high,
close up.
and you may lose your life.
That's such a gnarly face. This is a really cool animatronic, guys.
Time for a trick.
This is, again, one of those where you gotta get it. I see this returning next year. This is one of those reasons why I said that Whack-A-Mole got outshined with the clowns this year. With this guy, Two Scoops, and Harriet. You know, these guys are just way cooler than him. Look at the material, guys. Look at this thing. Like, tell me this thing is like one of the coolest clowns we've gotten that spirit in a long time. Like, yeah, this thing's incredible. This is like a hands down, highly recommended item. Despite mine coming screwed up, mine was just missing the driver belt, and I just stuck a rubber band in there, and it's moving for now. Obviously, it's a temporary fix just so I could film this video for you guys. Because I just have like such strong opinions on this animatronic, and a lot of other people really enjoyed him as well. This was definitely a must-have of the season. Not like a lot of others like Grimm and etc. etc. But yeah, this was Henry. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below. I'll be happy to answer. And with that, I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.